It's on me, Mario. Yahoo! Welcome back to another live stream. I'm finally back. And I have no idea what to fucking do besides debate these guys. So, why not debate people on this said concept existing in Mario? Which should be pretty easy to do because of the Mario down players that I've been fucking dealing with. It's funny, really. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Greetings, Baby Yoda fan. I'm just waiting for people in here to actually fucking to debate me on Mario scaling, and it seems like nobody wants to. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, people have been calling my Carl Jung's collective unconscious Mario spelling wank. I just saw this shit on my like post. And bro, people really can't like I can't fucking describe it. It's like people can't debunk my shit. I'm not trying to glaze myself, of course. Like, this is the era for Mario scaling. Right? Right? Calling it wank, but not fucking debating on it. The fuck? Oh, but guess what? Ian Flynn, who is a lore manager of Sonic, called Mario a metaphysical necessity. Well, kind of. Metaphysical necessity really just means like for the people who don't know what metaphysical necessity means, it basically means like to a state of affair or proposition that could like mean otherwise, like they're necessary and like they're necessary overall, like it's an important role, like it's like a certain argumentation for the existence of God, basically, like the ontological argument, but not really. It's just like necessary that a character can win or anything like that. So yeah. Hola. Let me get the statement where Ian Flynn states that Mario's a metaphysical necessity. Hold up. Hold on. Let me show it.
All right, Mr. Wahoo77 is here with a question. Sonic is on vacation and Mario wants to lend a hand. Could Giga Cat Mario stop and put down Supreme from Sonic Frontiers? I mean, he could put
Because
down
it's
giant
I mean,
monster Bowser, so
like there's part of me that's really wants to do the power level scaling on this, but let's be honest, it's Mario. Of course he's gonna win.
Easy. Easy metaphysically necessary Mario. Sonic fans can cope. Sonic fans can cope. Aha. 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 Oh, this statement isn't reliable. Oh. Oh no. Ian Flynn was about to write an Archie Mario, but Nintendo turned it down. Even if Nintendo turned it down, Ian Flynn should still hold to some sort of reliability for Mario. So that would just add like a consistent or narrative consistent way for Mario to always beat Sonic in his fucking verse. Even if we take the statements as true, Mario just solos. He does. Logan generally can't join the StreamYard. That's because I haven't put out a link to it yet. I mean, I can. I mean, sure, why not? I'll get fucking people up here, make things interesting. Come up here, my superhero movie. Let's see who's going to join me today. Ba 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 ba. Sadly can't join. All right. All right, so to talk about how to argue like let's see now. Okay, so when I argue for Mario, I argue that with that Ian Flynn statement or collective unconscious since it's basically like the most consistent. I wouldn't say the most consistent one because they're all consistent. So I would basically just argue like some type of fucking since Mario's base material of the microcosm or universe has Carl Jung's collective unconscious and character's embodiment, and since Carl Jung's collective unconscious is all of philosophy, which would include like outer versal to tier zero philosophies. What else? What else? What else? What you call it? What you call it? Yeah. Since it contains all metaphysical statements, all of mythology, all of philosophy, and all expressions of life that are based on a psychological premise, that would mean that the verse would have all metaphysical statements, such as model realism and extended model realism. All of mythology would include Greek and Norse mythology. Norse mythology having Kabbalah, and philosophy would include like type 4 multiverses, Schopenhauer's philosophy. What else? What else? What else? Just any tier zero philosophy as a whole. So since characters are embodying this because magic, right, is basically made up of these said characters. So that would imply there you go. Anyways. Hello. So that would imply basically that since everyone is made up of magic and Mario, they just embody Carl Jung's collective conscious. So yeah, they embody all the fucking philosophy. It's tough. Someone in the comments in my latest post just said, "Where do you scale Carl Jung's collective unconscious, metaphysics, and philosophy?" It's
like just now.
It's in the Omega. It's in the fucking scans.
Dumbasses, I say.
Don't call them dumbasses. He's confused. It's in the scans, but tier 0. For metaphysics, outer versal, and philosophy, which I'm assuming you mean the entirety of it, tier 0. For meta. All right, let's peek. Let's see now. Nobody wants to debate me, bro. I was bored of this day. Please.
Where are they?
I just want a sped Sonic fan to show up and be like, Mario is wall level.
That's crazy.
I just really want that so I can fucking debate them. But guess what? No. Mario sucks. Mario sucks. I have convinced almost all of my friends of outer to higher Mario ever since I got these arguments. So, and some of these friends are high tiers themselves. So how the fuck can they win? Even if they did come debate me.
I mean, the only one you haven't really convinced outer Mario for yet is me, but even then, I still have him decently high.
Fair. Why are you saying this, Doom? What's wrong, bro?
What happened?
Mick, greetings. Hey, what's up? I was going to send a video, but the link wouldn't pop up. I got you. I'm doing good.
It's same here. I'm doing good as well.
Bro. All right. I am going to be reacting to every Mario debunk in fucking existence.
Every single one.
Not every single one, but some. Hey,
Okay,
let's start with the one that we all hate and fucking hate. Might of Gabura.
Who's that again?
A Sonic pedophile scaler.
Of course, it's a pedophile.
Bro, he literally made like an April Fool's joke on like what's the name? April Fool's joke on fucking proof Mario is outer versal.
That's such a dickhead move, honestly. What the?
Let's go to his channel, bro. Now I'll admit I have been on his channel looking at the fucking Sonic scans that he's presented. So now you wonder why. All right. First things first. He does this, which is obviously an anti-feed right here. Like, bro. Yes, he gets hurt by a fucking spike, therefore it down skills. That's like saying Sonic fucking dies from water, therefore we can just take it that Sonic is fucking water level. Does that
Dude, that video right there, that's literally every single murder drone's debunk in a nutshell.
Right. Oh my god, no music. Cool, you have ass music. Nobody cares. Like, all right, guys, let's start. Why can't I hear? Oh my god, please fucking skip. This intro is like 1 fucking minute long. Jesus Christ.
Why is it that long?
Wait, what? Why Mario's verse can? Well, yeah, I gotta fucking mute this. I'll get fucking copyrighted. Why Mario's verse cannot be 1C to 1A? Is this debunk what I think it is? I've heard it from time to time again, and to be honest, it's stupid. Anyways, blah blah blah. Oh wait, it is. I already debunked this. Yo,
Wait, what is it?
They're trying to say this is in context of fucking spacious spiral temporal dimensions. All right, so let's get started, okay? Let's get fucking started. I'm so excited. All right, hold on. Let me get my shit ready. One fucking minute of an intro is frying me, bro. I can't get my mind off of it.
It would fry me too.
Oh my god.
Wait, this shit was made with KindMaster, bro. Son.
Alright, so he assumes. Okay, so he assumes he automatically assumes the context is in Jagan, which can mean other contextualities. Yes, I do concede on that. But when we understand the English translation, which is canon to the Japanese translation, it specifically fucking says all of worlds in existence and dimensions. Wow, are you serious? Can you show proof of this? Sure, buddy. So first scan basically describes it would basically swallowing all of existence, all worlds and dimensions. Basically what you can argue all of this is dimensions can be in context to spatial dimensions as number one, the word we know that dimensions can refer to universes, but dimensions can also refer to worlds, which also refers to universes. So using Occam's razor, right, we can just apply that worlds are in context to universes, so it doesn't have to be like, oh, that word dimension right there, it can just relate to other universes. Nope. No. So there would be infinite spiral temporal dimensions, which is tough, by the way. All right, so first fucking thing debunked. Let's move on, shall we? Wait, what? They literally used the word jigen in the actual Japanese text, which means dimension, referring to spiral temporal dimensions. So you automatically concede to the fucking fact that it contains like spiral temporal dimensions, bro. Like, and there's like infinite dimensions in Mario. Can we actually fucking lock in? Like actually,
Lock the fuck in for once.
Such as the ones described like string. Oh, he's gonna use the string theory scan, which I already concede to be a mistranslation. Even if we did take that string theory case, he still concedes that there's spiral temporal dimensions within the verse, which also means all spiral temporal dimensions, as we established, which would include an infinite amount. So the reason why I say it's infinity is because the term all means totality. So it would mean like the totality of spiral temporal dimensions, which would include the concept of spiral temporality itself. So he can actually argue that to be outer. So he actually concedes that Mario's outer verse. Holy fucking shit, Mario Cabrera.
Well, low tier.
Described like string theory means dimensions in the other sense. And if you look it up, you'll find nothing regarding string theory. But if you look at the Jigen, you'll find things regarding M theory. You realize that M theory has like a higher dimensionality than fucking string theory, right? Yeah. Holy shit, what am I looking at? Jigen can mean other words. Jigen can mean other worlds within a context. Well, it is within the context. It doesn't say anything about spatial dimension. Dude, you concede to the literal point. You concede to the literal point of you know what? I'm not even gonna fuck. Hey, what's up, Tyler? It's an excuse to wank holy fucking blunder. It's an excuse to wank something out clearly. Shake my head. Telling us Jinkin means dimensions doesn't mean it refers to spatial dimensions. But the literal English context does, by the way, which is canon to the Japanese translation, bro.
Can we
Which
debate this?
I wish I could debate this fucking loser, especially when it comes to other worlds. Yeah. When we go back to here, right? Read what it says.
And in the end, it swallows all existence, all worlds, all dimensions. So there we go.
Wow. Mida Gerbera, what are we doing?
You're like, bro, son, lock in.
Which is the main focus of the game. Prove that. Actually, I don't even think he proves that. Solaris being able to destroy dimensions at face value doesn't mean anything until... That's a false equivalence. That's actually a false equivalence because just because, right? Just because it says like you know what? I don't even have to fucking explain why it's a false equivalence. This is literally obviously a false equivalent. This is making me mad. Well,
Wait, what does Solaris even have to do with Mario to begin with?
No, he's using it as an analogy, even though the analogy is a false equivalence.
Oh.
So to debunk this, he's basically saying Solaris being able to destroy dimensions at face value doesn't mean anything unless he's a transcendental superdimensional being. So he's basically conceding to the very, very fact, right, that just because Mario is a transcendental superdimensional being means destroying dimensions doesn't mean shit. Wow, Mida Gerbera. Yo, Jumbotron. I'll invite you later. Okay. The string theory soup. Okay, I'll admit that's a mistranslation, but even then, the fucking point. My point on the concept of spiral temporality within fucking Mario exists doesn't really fucking debunk anything. So you don't debunk that easy. So Mario's outer. This is supposed to be Big Bang Theory soup or whatever. Oh, he doesn't even debunk it by being that. Bro, breh, and bruh. It's just the name of an item. It's just the name of an item that grants temporarily universal omniscience. My friend. My
Son.
friend. Okay, sure. Let's take it as the case that it grants universal omniscience. We can still, by my point, right? Dog, I'm already in your stream yard. I'm just, bro, Jumbotron. Wait. Be patient. Be patient, dude. Anyways. Even if we did take this as the case that it can grant temporarily universal omniscience, that doesn't really debunk the point of, again, we can use this to debunk it, all dimensions, the term all meaning totality. So that would just mean like the concept of fucking spiral temporal dimensions really just fucking exist. And I'm using your own logic, his own logic, by the way. Actually debunked. So it would just be applicable to deduce that there could be like 11 dimensions, or what string theory presupposes. It just gives you temporarily universal omniscience. I can't believe how anybody can find this solid enough to be 1C, but a desperate Mario wanking asshole. Okay, that's pretty fucking hypocritical of you. You're quite literally an asshole. You're quite literally an asshole. And you're quite literally a pedophile. So that automatically makes you an asshole, bro. It's too vague to quarantine a tier unquantifiable. Holy jargon, bro. Fucking Christ. Jesus. Okay, that doesn't make my points though. Now, if it had said this allows one gain to knowledge of the 11 spatial or higher dimensions, buddy, buddy, what you talking about? Ah, fuck! I like Jumbotron here. I'm a fucking lost guy.
Hola, soy Dorda.
Anyways,
Yo, lost guy. What is it with you, man?
anyways, this automatically gets fucking debunked by the fact that I already by this fucking screenshot again. Jesus Christ!
The screenshot really coming in handy, huh?
Infinite universes of Dream Depot. Oh no! Here we go.
Oh boy.
Okay. Excuse me? This is why nobody should listen to Nairobi. The Mario Trap is an idiot. And if you are watching, what you're describing is potentially countless universe. The term countless can mean infinite, by the way.
Yeah.
Like within a certain context, the current term countless can mean infinite. So automatically, you're just conceding to the fact that it's fucking infinite. So I don't know, bro.
Just a quick question, just to clarify, can't countless just mean massive?
In some certain contexts, yes, but the term countless can also mean infinity because when we realistically think about it, it's like endless, for example, like the term endless. So like when we define endless or countless or whatever, we're basically trying to say like do you know that holy fucking thunder. Okay, so the term endless can like it's derived from end, which refers or end as a whole refers to a limit or boundary. So when it's like prefixed with less, it means without end, limit, or boundary. So endless or countless can imply a continuation without limit. And the term infinite comes from the Latin infinius, meaning unbounded or without limit. And so basically in like mathematics and philosophy, infinite refers to something that is not finite, which literally just means no bounds, limit, or end. So if two terms describe the same concept, they're both synonymous. So that automatically can mean that countless can just mean infinity in a certain context, of course. But in the context of Mario, yes. Yes, it does. Anyways, the old Depop being nothing to the new one is none of a relevant substance at all, to be honest. It doesn't mean it's beyond a spatial dimension. Bro.
What tier is this man at again?
Marta
Yes.
Fucking tier what? Tier 9.
Here, it's a lot lower than that.
You have to prove it functions this way. Sure, buddy. I got you. All right, so moving to the Dream Depot. All right, Dream Depot is basically like this little silly realm where it collects the dreams all in fucking Mario. All right, let's read this. Actually, don't fucking read. I'm actually gonna. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so beyond the night sky, beyond the stars, there is Ymir, the world of dreams, a land of dreams where all the dreams of the world come together. In this Ymir, there are star spirits. They only watch over everyone's dreams. One day, the star spirits had a thought. They always give us a lot of dreams in this world. Let's invite those who have the power to see the world's dreams to Ymir. Mario and his friends were chosen. The power of Mario and his friends was Mario and his friends were chosen. Come on, Mario, come to the world of dreams. We will entertain you with a party. And so it began with a fun party of the Star Spirits and Mario and his friends. That's basically what this says. And it basically
You speak Japanese?
Are you retarded?
Understand it.
Oh, I was reading like the fucking thing that I posted, like a long back.
Oh, I thought you were reading the actual transcript. I was like, what the hell? This man
Yeah.
speaks Japanese or understands it?
Be cool if he could. Oh, lost guy left.
Yeah.
What did I do? Oh, I thought I got kicked. Oh, my bad.
All right, so basically in this scan right here, it basically proves the dream depot containing said dreams and viewing them as small spheres. Where the fuck does dream scale to at a low ball? Since we've proven that a single universe in Mario can just be like infinite, I'll be going to sleep now. I hope you all have a good McNight. All right, see ya. Like make Nintendo. So dreams being like higher planes would make them automatically high outer versal. I don't even need to use something. I don't even need to use anything else. This scan literally proves it. I sense a hidden power within you, a higher plane of consciousness. A higher plane of a plane of existence is defined as consciousness. So basically, this is just describing a higher plane of existence. So realistically, this would be high outer versal. So if we have these high outer versal dreams that casually just fucking exist, the dream pot containing like at least like infinite of them, that would low key mean that the dream depot is like infinite layers in the high outer versal, or just like I'm gonna use a low tier system so you'll understand 1S. So since this would be 1S, we can deduce that that the dream depot would just be 1S. Mida Gayora. Alright.
Just letting you know, low tiers don't use 1S. They don't know what that means.
Yeah, sure they don't.
Of course they don't.
This guy's refutation is just no.
Just knowing it's a random image of Spider-Man.
Like, bro, look at this. Look at this. No. Like, bro, okay. You concede. Auto concession.
Retard.
No fucking argument. Oh my god. I don't know what's worse, or the 1A justifications, which I'll show. And the fact you use paint being alive as some measurement is laughable. If you're doing a calc, even then, this is false. You're just making a fan-made dumbass formula which you have no proof of existing in the Marioverse. Why does he gotta prove it in the verse to actually use it? I can use mathematical formulas like calculations, and that would like calculate a character skill. So by your logic, everyone is fucking like human level.
This is making my brain hurt and turn off.
Oh my! Just a blatant assumptions with no sources. Okay, your argument's a Hitchens razor and a fucking non sequitur. Shut up. Just because a realm / a universe lasts an extremely long time, eternity. Eternity can derive from like it's eternal. I hope you know that, bro.
Was that a fucking bug? Oh my god, I gotta kill it.
The term eternity is derived from the Latin word eternus, which comes from eternusa, which means internal. This concept is relating to infinite. So it's in an infinite amount of time. Bro. It will never equate to an infinite dimensional scholar. Okay, let's take this as the case. Wait, actually, I don't. Wait, hold on. Let me read the shit. You don't even have evidence of these infinite dimensional besides your false analysis. This guy doesn't really debunk anything about Mario, bro. I just now fucking realized that. How does this debunk infinite sets? The physics of George Cantor doesn't exist. Oh my god! He literally only way to make a verse applicable for scaling apparently is if the formula or the concept actually, or the formula in this context actually exists in the verse.
That's stupid, dude. What's gonna be the argument for that?
He doesn't have an argument for that. And I've watched the videos, nothing short of exaggerations and pitiful garbage. Okay, bro. Ad hominem, abusive, bro. And the universe reset. Oh my god! And the universe reset won't change the size of it at all. Who said that? Infinite dreams and infinite universes doesn't equate to infinite dimensional. You don't refute the argument, so it has to relate to an infinite dimensional.
Like-
unless it's officially stated, or the verse follows Schrodinger's cat or many worlds interpretation. I mean, that's quite literally fucking easy. Like, that's easy. That's the most easiest shit I ever seen.
Wait, is this real? Like, I'm questioning if I'm just dreaming at this point.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. All right, so many world interpretation. There are stories within the Super Mario Brothers NS guidebook, meaning that these macrocosms or microcosms are entire narratives that follow in the infinite nested theory. So we can conclude there's an infinite number of stories that are realized. Basically, from what the Mario staff tells us, is that these parallel worlds are born from quantum events, and these worlds are called stories. And there are stories upon stories that is branched as a variation of the main timeline, and there's an infinite number of them, which shows that every event in Mario Adventure is a quantum event, and these quantum events are capable of creating stories upon stories with no end, basically branching off to an infinite amount of physically realized possibilities. Let's show this again. Oh god, how am I gonna translate this? Oh no.
ChatGPT. No, I'm kidding.
Shut the fuck. Alright.
Google AI.
You want to know something about that MWY argument?
Yeah.
Schrodinger's cat and MWY are part of the same fucking branch.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Anyways, this says the setting is not chronologically connected to Galaxy 1, but a different world. The characters do not know about the events in Galaxy 1. However, Rosetta seems to know about it. We will not explain anything in detail. We will leave it to the user's imagination. And then the second scan, which is basically right there. Explanation by Hasho Ashina. I don't know how to fucking say that. It's a parallel world to the Stardust Festival. It's set in daytime to show the difference. The setting is a parallel galaxy to the grand finale galaxy. After Toad's explorer's triumphant return by deliberate using familiar locations for those who played Galaxy 1. We hint at a parallel world in concept and suggest a connection to Galaxy 1. I hate how I have to fucking. Let me just show the scans. I'm tired of the fucking downplay for Mario.
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 Ugh. This does prove hyper timelines too, by the way. This was the other translation that I got. That way I just further established. I'm cooking so hard.
Question: does the mod of Gabura even have a Discord?
He sure does.
When he does, why can't? Wait, if he does have a Discord, why haven't you debated him on the Mario
He
versus
ducked me.
Sonic?
He ducked me.
He ducked.
Yep.
Damn, can you tell me what happened?
He tried to type in this long ass argumentation that I'm obviously not going to read. So I just asked him to like, yo, add up my Discord so we can actually settle this. He never texted back.
Oh damn.
Fucking low tier.
Wait, but did he at least respond at
How
first?
does he have the? I'm just gonna point this out because low key, I feel like I'm the only person that noticed this. How come he has the audacity to talk shit towards you, but he doesn't have the balls to talk to you straight up?
Right? Fuck. Alright, so that's proving Schrodinger's cat, many worlds interpretation, etc. Fitting the qualities of a Type 3 multiverse. So infinite dimensional Mario is satisfied. And guys, for the record, he does use eternal nights, countless dreams in a universe where Seth says the justification. Durable says so himself in the end. How does this Doug dig his own grave? Like, genuinely explain that. He's a low tier. Let's continue.
Bro, how long is this video, bro? My attention span can't last that long. Oh, yeah, I'm cooked.
That's 2 more minutes, dumbass.
Yeah, I'm cooked, bro.
He doesn't really refute the scale. What? Everyone has brought up Line Land, which best proves Mario has very small mathematical dimensions at most. Okay, sure. We can take those mathematical dimensions into context. Mathematical dimensions can be in context to universes, of course. I'm ratting, by the way. So that would just be like the mathematical universe hypothesis because they're completely made out of mathematics. And since the universe is infinite in size, since the context, I'm assuming means like the size of the mathematical dimensions, not like the mathematical dimensions itself, because there's always like infinite mathematically consistent number of just a mathematically amount of fucking universes that have different physics, which I already proven within my Type 3 scale. So yeah. But this is referring to planets, galaxies, and universes. Galaxies, yes, planets, galaxies, and universes. Yeah.
Do they have a good argument for that being true or not?
Dimensions have no other context. I literally explained the context, you retard. And has no evidence of being higher than the 3 and 4th. I just said that they have the concepts of spiral temporal dimensions, Type 3 multiverses, and that's still not enough for you, retard. Yikes for the finale. Oh no, he's going to use platonism, which is obviously consistent within the verse. Let's go! Oh. Oh. I don't want to read this. This is probably ass. I have to say, even if platonism exists in the verse, so remember that, by the way. You need to prove that the characters of the verse can affect the forms to. Are you serious? Well, yeah, it's true, but Mario obviously destroying all of existence proves it. And destroying all of existence isn't going to cut it. Because according to Plato himself, forms may make up everything but forms themselves, are in a realm beyond their heaven, hell, and physical forms are meta abstract, metaphysical, spatial, temporal, and transdual. Because the forms are beyond existence. Buddy. Okay, so listen up, all right? The literal average Mario character can destroy the. Okay, let's take this as the case, all right? The literal average Mario character can destroy the microcosm, which contains platonism. Okay. So what does that mean? What does this mean? A character is destroying all of existence, and Mario can neg that said character, meaning that he's beyond existence. So, by his own logic, Mario is still having platonic allegations. So, like, what the? Oh, my bad, lost guy. Like, what the fuck? This guy's ass. So, destroying a multiverse made up of forms is not destroying the forms itself. Oh, because they're ontologically perfect, even though Mario is a fucking platonic concept and ontologically perfect. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. If it was that easy, then punching someone made by the forms harming them would make that person outerversal. Not how. That's literally how it works. You're heavily affecting that said person. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, guys? No? Okay.
You're not. You're not wrong.
This is my drama.
Yeah, thanks for showing a fucking ass scale without a scan. Yeah, this doesn't prove anything. I already debunked your shit. So, already debunked your shit. Bro, nobody genuinely gives a fuck. I think you got the memo. Now let's dive into the so-called 1A Mario justifications. Yeah, this literally justifies it.
Where's that from?
Mario Time Machine. This all seems fine, right? Mario follows platonism. Uh-huh. Well, that could still be argued, even though no one would scale to its forms. Nigga. Haven't I already fucking explained that Mario scales to the forms? No? Until you look at the next scan. Oh no, what's the next scan? Yeah, that ruins it. You see if it recognizes. Wait, what? You see if it recognizes any other philosophy being true, it would hold value. But on the contrary, it recognizes other philosophies as truth. 70 of them not recognizing what forms are, and just because Plato's teaching are that's not what the fuck. That literally just proves that the other fucking philosophies just exist. Plus, Plato's ideas and teachings and Aristotle's teachings and ideas can still exist within the verse. They can still have like a physical actualization. That's physical and actualization means they can still have like an actualization. Like that doesn't really fucking matter. So that's literally just fucking platonism by definition. Fucking retard. Oh my god.
Well, this shit got silent.
Yeah, because he thinks he's all fucking big and bad by saying this, bro.
I think your bro's probably like 12 years, but not even 12, probably like fucking 14 years old.
How old is this nigga? It doesn't say how fucking old he is. Your fucking ass. Anyways, that's a great Mario debunk. We have successfully debunked the fucking ass Mario debunk. In conclusion, Mario can be 1C to 1A. Woohoo! Alright, I'm tired. I'm gonna go back to researching scaling.
This was a
Yep, this is a beautiful stream. Until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.